Okay, let's get into your reading, Virgo. Okay, God put this in front of you today. I don't say that lightly. I don't say it about every reading. But the energy on this one, the specific quality of what came through when I sat with these cards for you, made me stop because you didn't find this reading. This reading found you. And it found you today specifically because something is 24 hours away, and the something is not a small thing. It's not a lucky break or a nice moment or something that slightly improves how things have been going. It's a miracle. And I know that word sounds big, and it is big. And your guides and God through your guides brought you to this exact reading today because miracles require open hands to land in. And if you had kept scrolling, if you had not stopped here, you might have missed the preparation. And God wanted you prepared, so you stopped. And now we go in together, and in 24 hours, you will understand exactly why. Drop a comment right now and say, I claim this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Okay. Let's go in. Okay, first oracle card. God did not place this sign in front of you by accident. The timing is deliberate and the 24 hours is exact. And your guides led with this because they want you to receive the precision of it. Because this isn't vague, good energy heading your way. This is specific, deliberate. The timing is exact in a way that only something bigger than coincidence can produce. And the 24 hours is not a rough estimate. It's the actual window. And God placed this sign in front of you today because 24 hours from now, something is landing in your life that required you to be prepared, that required your heart to be open and your hands to be ready before it could arrive. And this reading is the preparation. And the preparation was placed here by something much bigger than either of us. Okay, second oracle card. You have been praying for something, and what's coming in 24 hours is the answer arriving. And your guides are being very specific with this one because you have been praying, maybe literally, maybe in the quiet of your heart where prayer lives. Even when it doesn't have words, the hoping, the asking, the please let something change asking that you've been doing privately in the moments nobody else sees was heard every single time. And the answer, the actual, real, here it is answer is 24 hours away. And your guides want you to know that before it arrives, so that when it lands, you recognize it as the answer and not as coincidence. Because it is not coincidence. It is the answer to every prayer you thought went unheard. Okay, third oracle card. The miracle is arriving in a form that might surprise you. Stay open to how God chooses to send it. And this is the practical guidance your guides most need you to have. Because miracles don't always look the way we imagine they would, we have a picture of what the miracle should look like, how it should arrive, what form it should take, which door it should come through. And God doesn't always use the door we're watching. Sometimes the miracle uses the door we stopped watching, the direction we gave up on, the channel we stopped expecting anything from. And your guides are asking you, in the next 24 hours, stay open to every door, not just the one you've been watching. Because the miracle knows how to find you, and God already chose the form it's taking. Okay, fourth oracle card. You were brought through everything you've been through to be ready for exactly this moment. And your guides want you to hear something about the hard times, about the things you've carried, about the waiting that went on longer than you thought you could bear, about the moments where you wondered if the good thing was actually coming, or if you were just keeping hope alive out of habit. None of it was wasted. Every hard day built something in you, a specific readiness, the kind of readiness that only hard days produce, and the miracle that's 24 hours away needs that specific readiness in you in order to land properly, in order to stay, in order to grow, in order to be received at the size it's arriving. And you are ready in a way you couldn't have been before everything you went through. Okay, fifth oracle card. God's timing is not your timing, and the 24 hours is proof that his timing was always right. And this is the oracle card that addresses the waiting. Because you've been waiting, I can feel it in the reading. You've been waiting, and the waiting has been hard, and there were moments you wondered if the timing was ever going to shift. And your guides are showing you today that God's timing was not running behind yours. It was running ahead, arranging things you couldn't see, moving pieces into place, preparing the ground for the miracle so that when it arrives in 24 hours, it lands on soil that's ready. And your timing would have brought the miracle sooner, but not in the right conditions. And God's timing brings it now in conditions that make it last. Okay, sixth oracle card. The miracle is not the end of the story, it's the beginning of the chapter you've been waiting for. And your guides added this oracle card because they want you to look past the 24 hours to what the miracle opens. Because the miracle is not a destination, it's a door. And what's on the other side of the door is the chapter you've been waiting for. The longer, fuller, this is the life I was supposed to be living chapter. And miracles are how chapters begin, not with a gradual increase, but with a sudden opening. And the opening is 24 hours away. And what walks through it is not just the miracle, it's you into the chapter that was always written for you. The star, the wheel of fortune, the sun, the ace of cups, the ace of pentacles, the 10 of cups, the world, the high priestess, 8 cards, and every single one of them belongs in a reading about a miracle arriving in 24 hours. The star first, and the star is the most appropriate card the deck has for the specific energy of divine intervention, because the star is the card of hope answered, of the universe confirming that what someone has been carrying in faith was never naive, was never too much to hope for, was always pointing at something real. And the star being first is God's confirmation through the cards. Yes, the answer is here. Yes, the hoping was right. Yes, the 24 hours is real. And yes, this sign was placed in front of you on purpose. And the wheel of fortune. And the wheel of fortune is the mechanism, the how of the 24 hours. Because miracles don't arrive out of nothing. They arrive because the wheel has been turning. Quietly, behind the scenes, in the spaces you couldn't see, turning toward the position that makes the miracle possible. And the wheel has arrived at that position right now in the 24-hour window. And the wheel clicking into a new position is not gradual. It clicks, and the click is what you're going to feel when the miracle lands. The sudden, unmistakable, everything is different now click of the wheel finding its new place. And the sun is the joy on the other side of the miracle landing. And I want to say something about sun level joy, because it's not just happiness. It's the specific warmth of a life where the thing you've been waiting for has finally arrived. The uncomplicated, nothing to brace against, finally okay warmth. And the sun being in this spread is God's promise that what's coming in 24 hours leads somewhere genuinely, warmly, simply good, not complicated. Good. The sun kind of good. And the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is the emotional dimension of the miracle. Because miracles don't only change your circumstances, they change how you feel. And the Ace of Cups is the fresh, full, overflowing feeling of something genuinely new beginning. The cup filled, the cup overflowing. The specific emotion of, oh, something really good just happened. And the feeling behind the tears that come when you receive something you've been waiting for, that's the Ace of Cups. And it's in your spread, and it's coming in 24 hours. And the Ace of Pentacles and two aces in one spread is extraordinary. And I want you to feel what that means, because the Ace of Cups is the emotional miracle and the Ace of Pentacles is the material miracle, both at the same time in 24 hours. And the Ace of Pentacles is the real, tangible, this is actually happening in your physical life, opening of something new, an opportunity, a door, a concrete change in the material conditions of your life. And both aces together mean the miracle touches you inside and outside simultaneously. The heart and the life, both, because God doesn't do half miracles. And the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is the destination of everything the miracle opens. And I want to say what the Ten of Cups actually is, because it's more than happiness. It's completeness, the specific quality of a life where nothing fundamental is missing. And the Ten of Cups being in the spread of a 24-hour miracle is God showing you the full picture. Not just the miracle itself, but where the miracle leads. And where it leads is the Ten of Cups life, the complete, nothing missing, finally everything I needed life. And it starts in 24 hours. And the world is the completion of everything that came before the miracle and the beginning of everything that comes after. And the world being here means the hard chapter, the waiting, the praying, the wondering if it was coming is completing right now. In the 24-hour window, the world is drawing the line under the hard part and beginning the new part. And the new part starts with the miracle. And the world being here is God's most complete confirmation. Yes, the hard part is finishing. Yes, the new part is beginning. Yes, the miracle is real. And the High Priestess, and I want to sit with the High Priestess for a moment because she's the most spiritually significant card in the deck, and she's in this reading for a reason. Because the High Priestess is the keeper of what is sacred and true, the one who holds the divine knowledge, the connection between the human and the holy. And the High Priestess appearing in a reading about God placing a sign in front of you is the cards confirming the divine quality of this moment. This is not a regular reading, this is a sacred one. And the sign you were given today came from the level the High Priestess represents, the deep, the holy, the specifically arranged for you level of divine intervention. Okay, tea leaf cards, 7 of them. First tea leaf card, a sign arriving before the miracle. Something small that tells you it's coming. And watch for this in the next few hours. Because before the miracle itself, God often sends a small sign first. A whisper before the thunder. Something that makes you stop and feel, wait, something is different. Something is shifting. A thought that arrives out of nowhere. A feeling of warmth for no reason. A specific small thing that has the quality of being placed. And when that small sign comes, and it will come, let it settle you. Let it be the confirmation that God is saying, I see you. I heard you. What I promised is almost here. Next tea leaf card. The moment the miracle lands and what it feels like in your body first. And your guides want to give you the feeling of the moment itself because there's going to be a moment, specific, clear, unmistakable, where the miracle arrives. And you're going to feel it in your body first before your mind processes it. A warmth, a loosening, the specific physical release of something you've been holding tightly for a long time, finally being okay to let go of, and your body is going to know before you have words for it, and the feeling is going to be the most beautiful thing your body has felt in a long time. Next tea leaf card, the people around you witnessing the miracle and their response, because you won't be alone in this. The people who love you, the ones who have watched you carry the hard season, who have hoped for you quietly, who have prayed for you in their own way, they're going to witness the miracle too. And their response is going to be something you remember. Because there is a specific quality to the joy of someone who loves you watching the good thing finally arrive for you. And the people around you are going to feel it. And their witnessing is part of the miracle, part of what makes it real in the world, instead of just in you. Next tea leaf card. Receiving the miracle without immediately bracing for it to be taken away, and your guides are watching for this. Because after a long, hard season, the instinct when something good arrives is to brace, to wait for the catch, to hold the good thing at arm's length, because holding it fully and then losing it would be worse than never having held it. And your guides are asking you, when the miracle lands, let yourself receive it fully, without the brace, without waiting for the catch, because this miracle has no catch. It doesn't come with something painful attached. It's just good. And you're allowed to let it be just good. Next tea leaf card, understanding in the after why God made you wait and the gratitude that follows. And after the miracle lands, in the quiet of the after, there's going to be an understanding, a specific clarity about why the timing was what it was, about why it couldn't have come sooner. About what the waiting built in you that made you ready to hold this. And the understanding is going to come with something unexpected. Gratitude for the waiting. Genuine, real gratitude for the hard season. Because the hard season made you the person who can receive and sustain what God just placed in your hands. And the gratitude is the most complete form of the miracle, fully landing. Next tea leaf card. What the miracle opens, the doors that become available in the aftermath. And the miracle is not a single event. It's a door. And after it arrives, in the hours and days after the 24-hour window, other doors begin to open. Things that weren't possible before become possible. Opportunities that couldn't reach you because the conditions weren't right start to arrive. And the aftermath of the miracle is a season of opening, of things becoming available that have been unavailable. And your guides want you watching for those doors in the days after, because the miracle itself is the beginning, and what follows is the chapter. And the last tea leaf card, you on the other side of the 24 hours, and looking back at the moment you found this reading, and your guides ended here because this image is the most complete one. You on the other side of the 24 hours, with the miracle real, with the chapter open, with the 10 of Cups visible in front of you, and looking back at today, at the moment you stopped scrolling, at the moment this reading found you, and understanding, oh, that was the sign. God placed that in front of me, and I stopped, and I was prepared, and 24 hours later, everything was different. And the stopping was the first part of the miracle. Okay, final messages from your guides. 7 of them. Open your hands. Miracles can only land where there is openness to receive them. And your guides put this first because it's the most important preparation. Open your hands, literally and spiritually, because a miracle is looking for an open place to land. And closed hands, closed hearts, the bracing and the "this probably won't work for me" posture, those make it harder for the miracle to find its place. And your guides are asking you consciously, deliberately, right now and for the next 24 hours, open. Tell yourself, I am open for what God is sending. I am ready. My hands are open, and say it like you mean it. Next final card. Stay in gratitude today. Gratitude is the frequency that attracts the miracle, and your guides have practical guidance for the next 24 hours. Stay in gratitude. Not forced gratitude, the real kind. Whatever you have right now that is good, however small, be in that. Because gratitude is the frequency that miracles travel on. And the miracle that is 24 hours away is already traveling. And staying in gratitude is how you keep the channel clear for it to arrive. So today, in the hours before the 24 hours completes, choose gratitude. Actively, deliberately, as an act of faith. Next final card. Share this. What you share returns multiplied, and your guides are specific about this one. Share this reading today, not later, today. Because when you share something placed in front of you by God, the sharing is an act of faith. And faith multiplies what it touches. And the miracle that's coming in 24 hours multiplies when you share the sign. And on a human level, someone in your life right now is in the hard season, waiting, praying, wondering if the good thing is coming. And sharing this puts the sign in front of them too. And God uses your sharing to reach them Next, final card. Trust the sign. Doubt is the only thing that can delay what God has already arranged. And your guides are very specific about the doubt. Because doubt is going to come, probably already has, somewhere in you. The "this is too good," the "miracles don't happen to me," the "what if I believe and it doesn't come" doubt. And your guides are saying, trust the sign, because God doesn't place signs in front of people to disappoint them. And the sign was placed, and you stopped, and the cards confirmed it. And doubt is the only thing that can dim your ability to receive what is already on its way. So trust, actively, the way faith requires, when you can't see it yet. Next, final card. You are worthy of this miracle. God doesn't make mistakes about who receives what. And this is the message your guides most need to land in you before the miracle arrives. You are worthy of this. Not because you've been perfect, not because you've done everything right, not because you've earned it through sufficient suffering, because God decided. And God doesn't make mistakes about who receives what. And the miracle that is 24 hours away has your name on it. Not by accident, not as a second choice. Your name on it. And receiving it fully is not greed, it's agreement with what God already decided. Next final card. Come back in 24 hours and drop a comment. Tell us what the miracle looked like. Come back in 24 hours. I want you to actually do that. Bookmark this reading right now. Share it today, and in 24 hours, when the miracle has landed, when the sign proved itself, when you understand why God put this in front of you today, come back and drop a comment. Tell us what it looked like. Tell us how it arrived. Tell us what form the miracle took. Because someone watching this right now is in the hardest part of their waiting, the part where they're almost out of faith. And your comment, 24 hours from now, saying it happened, is the thing God uses to keep their faith alive until theirs comes. And the very last card. God placed this sign in front of you today. A miracle is hitting your life in 24 hours. And you were always the one it was coming for. God placed this sign in front of you today. A miracle is hitting your life in 24 hours. And you were always the one it was coming for. And your guides saved this for last, because it's the whole reading in 3 sentences. The star confirmed the divine timing. The wheel confirmed the mechanism. The click is coming. The sun confirmed the joy on the other side. The Ace of Cups confirmed the emotional fullness. The Ace of Pentacles confirmed the material opening. The 10 of Cups confirmed the destination. Complete, nothing missing. The World confirmed the hard chapter ending and the new one beginning. And the High Priestess confirmed the sacred nature of this sign. That this reading today, being placed in front of you, is not random, it is holy. And the miracle it's preparing you for is real. And 24 hours from now, you will know it. And you will understand why every hard day was necessary. And why the timing was exact, and why God placed this sign in front of you specifically today, because the miracle was always coming, and you were always the one it was coming for. Okay, to bring this home, God placed this sign in front of you today. A miracle is hitting your life in exactly 24 hours. And the cards showed us everything. Your guides told us God did not place this sign in front of you by accident. The timing is deliberate and the 24 hours is exact. That you have been praying for something and what's coming is the answer arriving. That the miracle is arriving in a form that might surprise you. Stay open to how God chooses to send it. That you were brought through everything you've been through to be ready for exactly this moment. That God's timing is not your timing, and the 24 hours proves his timing was always right. And that the miracle is not the end of the story, it's the beginning of the chapter you've been waiting for. The star confirmed the divine timing, hope answered, prayers heard. The wheel of fortune showed the mechanism clicking into place right now. The sun showed the warmth and joy on the other side of the miracle landing. The Ace of Cups showed the emotional fullness, the overflowing cup of something genuinely new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles showed the material door opening, both heart and life touched at once. The Ten of Cups showed the complete nothing missing destination. The World showed the hard chapter completing and the new one beginning. And the High Priestess confirmed the sacred nature of this sign and this moment. And the tea leaf cards showed a small sign arriving before the miracle itself. The moment the miracle lands and what it feels like in your body, the people around you witnessing and their response, receiving the miracle without bracing for it to be taken away. Understanding in the after why God made you wait, the doors that open in the aftermath, and you on the other side looking back at today, understanding that the stopping was the first part of the miracle. Open your hands. Miracles can only land where there is openness to receive them. Stay in gratitude today. It's the frequency the miracle is traveling on. Share this because what you share returns multiplied. Trust the sign. Doubt is the only thing that can delay what God has already arranged. And know that you are worthy of this miracle. God doesn't make mistakes about who receives what. All of it confirming, God placed this sign in front of you today. A miracle is hitting your life in 24 hours. And you were always the one it was coming for. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment and say, I claim this. And my miracle is on its way, and God placed this sign in front of me, and I receive it fully, because every word of that is true. Save this, share it today, and come back in 24 hours and tell me what the miracle looked like. I will be watching for your comment. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.